Hi YouTubers, it's Evan X Video we tobacco video now. So today's Tobacco Tuesday, obviously like the big ass cigar, obviously age restricted due to bullshit. So bullshit is bullshit. Yep, damn right, bullshit is bullshit. So enough talking about bullshit. So basically right now, I want to talk about right now another tobacco related topic. So anyway, have I smoked anything besides tobacco? This is going to be a tobacco related topic right now. So, basically, obviously, I've smoked cigars and pipes predominantly over the past, over, almost 12 years. This coming April will be 12 years, which is pretty freaking cool, pretty fucking cool. And obviously, I've also, I've tried cigarettes in the past. I've also tried cigarillos, like tobacco blunts. I've also tried, like, hookah. I've tried, vaping a few times, but have I tried anything besides tobacco? And the answer is yes. So, FYI for your information, I have never tried marijuana. I have never tried marijuana in my life. I have smoked tobacco out of a glass pipe a very, very, very long time ago. Back in 2010, I actually smoked tobacco out of the glass pipe, and yes, I did smoke tobacco. And I'll tell you this, it's impossible not to inhale. So if you're wondering, smoking tobacco in a glass pipe, pipe tobacco in a glass pipe, is a fucking nightmare because you will never be able to not inhale unless you want to inhale the smoke. You should not smoke in a glass pipe because literally it's almost impossible not inhale. So, pipe tobacco is meant to be smoked in a briar, corncob, meerschaum, clay pipe. Now, in terms of other stuff besides tobacco, I have not smoked cannabis, so I've never tried cannabis in my life. Obviously, hardcore drugs, never tried hardcore drugs in my life, never will. They're bad for you, they are fucking horrible, they're fucking terrible, they ruin lives, etc., etc. But I have tried tea leaves. So, one time back in, actually, two times back in 2010, I think it was January 2010, maybe February 2010, and then in June of 2010, I actually took a very cheap briar pipe, and FYI, cheap briar pipes are shit. So they're complete bullshit. You never want to buy a cheap briar pipe because the ones that they're made in like China, because they are complete crap. They're complete shit. So they don't last very long. Luckily, this was only like a $5 pipe, and honestly, it was a piece of crap. So you never ever want to buy cheap briar pipes. You're much better off buying a cheap corncob pipe because the cheap briar pipes are a piece of shit. So anyway, this cheap briar pipe I got from Amazon. It was I think $6 online plus shipping. Thankfully, it was cheap. As I will explain later, I took a pouch of tea leaves, like herbal tea. I cut it open, put it in the pipe, and smoked it. Now, that's the only thing I smoke besides tobacco is herbal tea. Like, non-caffeine herbal tea you get in like the supermarket, like Stop and Shop, Kroger, Roach Brothers, etc., etc. So, never smoked cannabis, never smoked hardcore drugs, never smoked anything else. I know that Pipe Friend CHS, years and years ago, he smoked on camera catnip, which I think you can smoke. So, I mean, you can obviously smoke it, and he said it had a very, very interesting taste, and he got really no buzz effect from it, but he definitely discussed, he showed himself smoking it mixed with Boswell's Northwoods. So, I'm just curious. So, I mean, it's interesting because most commonly you smoke tobacco. Now, disclaimer about the tea. Before people go and try it, two things to note, very important, because I know there's going to be some stupid people who are going to go and try it because I said they smoked tea in a pipe, tea leaves in a pipe, and Piper actually made a topic. Pipefriend made a topic about this a long time ago about smoking tea leaves in a pipe, and I think he actually commented in my video years and years ago saying. This is back when you could do video responses on YouTube, which they got rid of. And back in 2013, he said, I think green tea is actually healthier, which I doubt because all smoking is unhealthy. But two things about smoking herbal tea you have to know as a disclaimer. And obviously, I'm not liable if anything happens to you at your own risk. Obviously, for adults, obviously, this kind of bullshit is not meant for kids. So, two things to note. One, it will ruin your pipe. Do not use an expensive pipe. Thankfully, I used a very cheap pipe that was crap and shit to begin with, because honestly, thankfully the pipe was shit to begin with, because it ruins the pipe. Literally, you will never get the residue out of the pipe. Same with marijuana, as I've heard. So, marijuana and tea leaves, you will never get the residue out of the pipe, and it completely destroys the pipe. So you never, including meerschaum, from what I've heard. So because I know of somebody who smoked pot in a meerschaum pipe, and it completely ruined the pipe. So you will never get the smell out of the pipe. You will never get the residue out of the pipe, whether it's pot or tea leaves or hash, whatever. So you never ever want to do this because on an expensive pipe, because pipes can be pretty fucking expensive. They can be pretty fucking expensive. Anyway, and the second thing you have to know is about tea leaves is herbal tea, when burnt, smells exactly like marijuana. From what I've heard, I can't obviously smell my own smoke, and I don't remember because this was years and years ago, like 2010. This was 10 years ago. But be very careful, especially if you live in a state where marijuana is illegal. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm not liable if anything happens to you, but be very fucking careful, because if you live in a state where marijuana is illegal still, be very damn careful, because it smells exactly like marijuana. It has a very distinct smell, and you want to be very fucking careful, because the last thing you want is to get mistakenly arrested for smoking tea leaves, which is obviously legal as long as you're an adult, when they think you're smoking marijuana, or hash. So you want to be fucking careful. And I wouldn't recommend it to begin with, because some people have reported that tea leaves makes them feel nauseous when smoking. It makes them feel sick to their stomach. I really wouldn't recommend it. And a lot of people say it's not really good. I mean, it's still bad for you. It still has tar. It still probably has carbon monoxide. It's still fucking bad for you. And obviously, this is not meant for kids. And smoking as a whole is not meant for kids overall. It's fucking bad for you. Anyway, if you're a kid, you're watching this, do not watch this. Do not smoke. You will live a much, much healthier life if you don't smoke at all. Anyway, Big Oscar for life. That's the only thing I smoke besides tobacco is tea leaves, herbal tea. Anyway, Big Oscar for life. Pretty fucking cool. Bye.